Hello, Jesse, and hello, Allison, and hello to anyone else who may be watching this in the future. Today I'm going to walk you guys through how to set up for print. So, first thing, obviously, is to decide story ideas, but we've kind of already done that. Me and Falk sat down and went over everything. And this is like the drawing of the layout. Or actually, wait, this is a better one. Here we go. Okay, so this is a drawing of the layout and the deadlines. So, I just want to really quickly go over this. So when we establish deadlines, and I know like we didn't do this in a meeting, we always start with when it needs to get distributed, and then from there we see when needs to get sent to the printer. Usually you want to give, well, it depends on what vendor you're using. This year, actually, my parents' company is doing it, so they need 10. Well, we like to give them 10 days. They can sometimes do it in 7, but 10 days is courteous. Previously, our old vendor needed 2 weeks, so you have to make sure you know that. And then you set the final deadline, and then everything else from there. And now, this is a kind of a new thing we're trying. But we're also doing purple and orange deadlines, meaning we have 2 different deadlines for different stories. Why is the Zoom so weird? But anyway, we'll talk more about that in the meeting. I just want to go over how to make the files. So if you go to Layout Builder, I'm going to go to Create Layout. I'm going to title this layout March edition because it's not really Q4. And you add pages. We have, I think this is a 28 page issue. Yeah, 28 pages. Okay, so 28-page issue. And just because it's being kind of weird, on WhatsApp, I'm actually gonna pull up the image on my phone for what the stories are. Obviously you guys know how to create flow cards, but you have to be mindful of the different deadlines. I'm not going to create all the flow cards. I'm just going to create a few. But yeah, so you just create the pages. Obviously, the first one's always a cover, so I just add the card up here, create story. I guess cover's a layout, so it's just going to be cover. And I'm not going to assign anyone to it yet, but I'm just going to be mindful of the deadlines. But obviously, always select it as print. You don't need to select it as those other things. Select it as print. Issue for publication, print. And then the deadlines, first draft is due on the 9th. Wait, no. First draft is... I think that's wrong, because I meant to make it the 12th. First draft on the 9th. Oh, this is January. Okay, I'm a moron. Alright, great. Anyway, back to here. Sorry. So this is it's 1 o'clock in the morning. All right. Set it as the final deadline. So the final deadline for everything. I'm gonna say the 28th because that's when our copy edits begin. Okay. Sorry. I was like, wait, the 9th. That's not a Thursday. Yeah. All right. Because I remember I made it on a Thursday. Great. So all right. So first draft is due then. Second draft adjusted for feedback, meaning like this is like the second round it's submitted to. The 13th, which is a Monday. Final submission. Well, it does have like an EIC round, but because this is a layout, we don't really have a final submission. But I'm just going to line it up with those first deadlines and see that's the 17th. Volkowski approval is going to be on the 24th. And then master doc, obviously, the 28th. And there we go. So I would assign this, except I'm not going to because it's just the cover. All right. And then you scroll down here and they come like, these are in the order, by the way, of the like when the cards are made. So this is a new one we just made. We'll put it on there. And now, let's just say I was going to assign someone to this. Or, let's make the TOC, actually. And I'll show you here. So, same exact thing. Create story. Not photo of the day. Print. Deadline, 28th. Print. Issue 4. Publication. Print. Create. Deadlines. 28. 24. EIC. Second draft. Well, I'm going to actually make this one a little bit later because, well, actually, no. Actually, this is TOC, so it's fine. Okay, second draft is going to be the 13th, and the first draft will be on this day. This is going to be the TOC and LTE, so TOC/LTE. I'm going to send this to Grace. And the reason I'm, doing this one also, because I just want to show you. So, Grace Braille, great. And obviously, print workflow, select. Or, this is a layout. Why did I give it the layout one automatically? Oh, because I did print stories. Okay, I'll redo that later. I meant to make that a layout. But anyway, I would put it on here. And you also want to assign this. Because when someone submits, they submit it up here, but then they also submit it, like, if they click on the actual page, you can submit it. So that's why you want to make sure always to assign both, and these are just like your 2 viewers. I'll remake that like later. But anyway, that's that. And it's pretty straightforward. So I'd like if you guys could do that today, which is Sunday. Would be much appreciated if you could just set up all the cards. That way I can start assigning tonight when I get home from work. So second thing I want to show you, setting up OneDrive. So in OneDrive, we have our folders for, well, this is our main folder for this year. It is 2022, 2023. So I'd go 2023, March edition. I don't really want to call it fourth quarter. So March edition. And then here I set up all of the folders. So I'm literally, like, we don't have the layouts assigned yet, so I'm not going to put the people's name in it. But I'm literally going to go through. I'm going to type the page number, and then, like, the page number, what it is, and then who it's assigned to. So LTE/TOC Grace, because I'm going to give that to Grace. And then I would go 4-5 is briefs, and you assign it based on who's doing the layout. Now we usually try to make it so, like, whoever's doing the layout or whoever's doing the story is also doing the layout, but that's not always possible. So, like, you just would have named the folder basically based on who's doing the layout, because, like, that's the person who's going to be looking for this, not necessarily the writer. So day of service, and I'll do all of this like later. I'm not going to go make you watch me do all that. But what I do want to show you is getting like all the files in here. So we go to downloadables, and 2022, which I'm actually going to change this to 2023 templates. Right, we go here, and these are all the templates. So I'm just going to walk through them real quickly. Also, before I do that, another thing I want to point out, anything that's ads, put the page number, but then also put like what ad number it is. So we have 6 pages of ads in this issue. So we do ads 1, ads 2, ads 3, ads 4, ads 5, ads 6. Anyway, so 1-page stories would just be like whatever is going on the right page. That's just what, like, we have the right template for this. It's a template because it has like a story on there. It has a pull quote if you need that. 2 pages that, just the exact same thing, but like 2 pages of it. Ads, always use for the ad ones, and then brief and LTE, and get their own templates. Same thing with editorial. So the cover would use page 1. So I'm on a Mac, so I hit Command C, I copy. I think you can copy paste files on Windows computer too, but if I'm wrong, you just duplicate the file by like however you duplicate files. There we go. I'm gonna minimize this because right now it's very large and it's just messing up my computer just a tiny little bit. But yeah, so that is essentially how we'd go through and do that. So I literally go to the downloadables folder, or if you want, you could like, wait, how do I open this in like a new, there you go. Like, I just go like this. I take 2 tabs and I literally just like set it up, and that's it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You just copy paste the files over. So downloadables, 2023 templates. I'm going to want my TOC next. So copy, go here to my March folder, and I'm going to paste in this folder. And then I go to briefs, and I copy, and I paste into briefs, and I go to ads, I take ads, I copy, alright, take a second, I copy, and I paste it into ads. That's literally it, like, for the entire thing. So yeah, that is how you set this up. If you guys need any help, or if you have any questions about, like, how to do this, just let me know. I'm not sure, like, if anyone here is watching this in the future, because I don't know if just Jesse and Allison will watch this, or, like, if we'll use it next year, but we might do it a little bit differently. I'm not sure, but for now, that's just basically how you set up print. It's not difficult at all. It's just a process, and it's very important that we always start doing that, like, before we start assigning. So, like, our deadline's on Thursday, meaning that, like, I need to have this done ASAP. Anyway, that's all. Hopefully you watch this, and hopefully you can get this all done today. Thanks, guys.